This is MICExchange, and we're talking to Wainwright, Event Director of AIME Melbourne.
AIME's an event I'm extremely passionate about. I've attended as a buyer and a visitor a number of times over its history. So this is my 8th AIME, and when I was approached last year to consider the event director role, it's certainly something I was incredibly excited about. Because again, AIME is an event, it's a pinnacle event within the Asia Pacific industry for meetings and events. So I certainly was very excited at the opportunity, and I'm having a great time.
Ian, how closely do you work with Graham Barnett of IBTM World?
Do catch up with Graham quite regularly, so he's my direct line manager, based over in the UK. But he's wonderful, and certainly his experience from working on IBTM World, he's been with Reed for over 20 years now. So he certainly has a wealth of knowledge and experience that, hopefully I can capture over my time organising AIME.
Ian, what feedback have you taken on board from previous year's events?
Well, certainly I see this year as a real success story. So we've listened to the feedback from last year. We've just about the program scheduling, and so certainly bringing back the welcome event last night and really kicking off with a big bang has been very beneficial for the show. So we'll look to continue that as we move forward. And certainly education is a huge component of the program that I see as a great opportunity. So having attended as a buyer and a visitor, I understand that not only is the one-to-one meeting connections really important, but also gaining the most ROI out of an event. And so the education program is a key to that vision, and certainly something that I'll look to build upon year.
Ian, I understand you've made some changes to the hosted buyers' appointments.
Yes, yeah, well definitely, and that's again something that we've looked at for this year as well. So really focusing on the quality of the appointment. So with regards to our hosted buyers, making sure that we're connecting the right buyer with the right exhibitor. So again, we are time poor these days, so it is really important that we make the right connections at the right level, and that's something that certainly the IBTM hosted buyer program offers, and certainly something that we will build upon year.
Ian, can you tell me a little of the local and regional Asia Pacific focus?
Yeah, well, I think it is an Asia Pacific focused event, so we've certainly got some great representation from Asia this year in terms of our major IBTM events partner, Thailand. We've got Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Japan on board. So certainly we do have a number of support within the Asia Pacific region. It is domestic in the fact that we do have every Australian Convention Bureau involved in AIME as well. So in terms of the rest of the world, basically, of course we do have a lot of international visitors and buyers coming to AIME, but we're quite fortunate as part of the IBTM events brand that we do hold a number of events throughout the year all around the world to cater to the different markets, and it just so happens to be that the AIME is very focused on our Asia Pacific market. And again, I see that great support coming in from the Asia Pacific region, so those success stories are only something we can build on in the future, but it is so important to have that local commitment as well. So from our local hotels and partners and suppliers, so that they are really key to the event as well. But of course, we are looking to increase that Asia Pacific focus as well.
How important is the associations market for AIME in the Asia Pacific region?
Definitely. Well, we do have a number of associations, delegates that do come and attend us at AIME, both as buyers and visitors. So again, from an association perspective, having worked for a number of associations in previous PCO roles, it's really important that AIME is that great opportunity to come and meet with a vast array of suppliers. You might be organising an event next year, in 3 years, in 5 years, and this is the place where you can come and meet with the appropriate suppliers and make those connections early on. So definitely the associations market is key to AIME. So important for that commitment from both the local and the Asia Pacific region, and you can see that people have dedicated that resource to AIME this year. So it's certainly great to see that people are still finding value in participating in not only AIME but other events as well. So look, I certainly think it's not as great as it was a few years ago. I think we can all agree that the international market's a bit tough these days, but we do have reports that hopefully it's on the up, and just in terms of capturing that quality product to showcase at future AIMEs.
AIME has taken on an advisory board now. How is that affecting the evolution of the events?
That's great. Well, the industry is constantly evolving, as we all know, and client feedback is so integral to the success of any event. And so AIME, following on from AIME 2015, we developed an advisory board made up of 17 members, industry people, so covering events providers, associations, event organisers. So we really captured that feedback from 2015, took that to the advisory board, really made it more of an inclusive environment, and listened to that feedback and said, okay, well, what do we need to do to look for AIME for not just this year but for future years? And so again, we've listened to a lot of that feedback, the welcome receptions back, we've education we've got on the floor for the very first time this year, which is really exciting about. And again, just really coming down to that key that is the AIME community and how do we best harness that opportunity. So last year was actually the first year that the advisory board was formed, and so we will meet again post-show as well, and of course we're looking for new ideas and talent, and so certainly looking at increasing the involvement of the key industry people moving forward. And again, there's from such a mixed side of the industry in terms of the event hotels, bureaus, the internal event organisers, associations. There's quite a diverse range of people involved in that on that board. And again, people like myself that have attended AIMS many times and are extremely passionate about the show and only want to do the best for the show and for the industry. So I see them as a key integral part to AIM's future moving forward.